Heidi hi, holdy ho. How's everyone doing? It's Danny here, and I'd like you to join me on this next adventure, which we're going to be going to the area known as Greenwich, and it's also known as Greenwich. It was known for its hills, its harbours, and also trading. Also, it was quite an attractive place, especially for the Royals, because when the Royals, they actually had a settlement and a primary royal residence in Greenwich, and so they very much loved the area. Now, Greenwich is actually a settlement that's pretty much separate, well, it feels separate, and it always has done, from the rest of London, even though it is in London. And it still has that feel today. And I'm just going to be turning the camera around, and I will show you where Greenwich is. And we've got a bit of a slight problem because we've got the River Thames in front of us. So yeah, we've got the River Thames there, and just going to zoom in a bit, and that's where we need to go, and that's the direction we're going into next. But we've got a slight problem. We've got a big river in front of us, the River Thames. River Thames stretches 346 kilometres from a south-easterly direction to a north-westerly direction, and when we the only way we can get across there is under the water, which is might sound a little bit strange, and will sound a little bit strange, but the only way we can do that is by a foot tunnel that was built in 1902, and still open to this day. 4,000 people approximately pass through it each day, and it's open 24 hours a day, and it's still free of charge. So we are going to go and walk in that direction next, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this journey. So the start of the foot tunnel is where this big dome is here, and that's the entrance we're going to be going into. And again, this week I've got my family with me. My daughter's over there with my wife, and I think they're all ready to go, all waiting for me as usual. And where we're going to be going to from there is, you can probably see another dome in that direction over the other side of the river. You can actually get like river cruises throughout the River Thames that goes all the way from Westminster to Greenwich, which is a really cool thing to do if you're in London. So this is the main entrance that we're going to be going into, the foot tunnel, and we'll see you on the other side. So yeah, this tunnel was also built so that workers from Greenwich to the south of London could actually easily travel across the river, so they could work at the London docks. So as you can imagine, thousands and thousands of people worked at the London docks, which was in none other where we started, the London docks. The Isle docks. And so yeah, and I will reconvene this filming once we get to the other side. So yeah, we're just coming out the other end of the foot tunnel now, and coming out of the exit or the entrance, depending which way you come in first. And we're just coming into Greenwich now, and it's all happening there. We've got street entertainers to our left.
We're nearly ready. I got this on Etsy.
And obviously you can see this beautiful ship. So here we have the Cutty Sark, and it was launched in 1869 in Dumbarton. Now, its main aim was to be the fastest ship, or clipper, and it took place in an annual race, and it was to bring home the first of the new season's tea from China. Now sadly the Cutty Sark became disused because at the time it was the fastest ship in the world, they built what was known as the Suez Canal, and this allowed steamships to challenge the clippers like this one here, and they started to use them a lot more, and this is what then became disused. But as you can see, they didn't dismantle it, they transformed it into a museum, and you can still go on there to have a look around. It's a fantastic museum to go and see if you ever get a chance. Having a look in front of us, Map and Pickle at the Galleon. It says to be Britain's oldest brewer.
Oh yeah, is it all right?
And the brewer's name is Shepherd's Neame. And we're just going to be walking around the square around Greenwich. And what we're going to be heading to next is this place over here. Greenwich Market. So here we have Greenwich Market, and there's been a market here since the 14th century, although the site has been in use since the 1700s. And the current market that we're going into today is a Grade 2 listed building, and it dates back from the early 1830s. And yeah, looking forward to going inside. It's opened every day except for Mondays and Tuesdays. But I imagine it's going to be quite busy on a Saturday, so we'll see how we get on. Very, very busy, but it smells amazing. I wish you could smell it. I think that's a bit of me, that is. A bit of mulled wine. Although mulled wine always makes me feel Christmas time, so I won't have any yet. Still recovering from Christmas. Just food everywhere. Really, really nice. Yeah, you're not going to go hungry around here. Just people are eating everything I want. And yeah, so I think we've just gone through the food section. Now we're going to be going through the craft section. And look, we're going to go around here. See that one. It's actually a bit calmer around this bit of the market. I think everyone's it's lunchtime now, so I think everyone wants to eat, which I think we're going to be going to a food place next. So we're just going to be going into this pie mash shop here, Goddard's, and yeah, this is actually my. If anyone asks me what's my favourite dinner, it's pie mash. A lot of people would agree with me. Cheers everyone.
Cheers. Tucking in, pie mash.
That's it.
Enjoy.
That is nice.
Nice?
Yeah. As you can see, the portions are just out of this world.
So compared to the usual pie mash we have, what would you say?
I'll let you know, it's a process, isn't it? I'll let you know at the end. That's it. Okay, so we just come out of Greenwich Market, we just had my pie and mash, and yeah, it wasn't bad at all actually. It wasn't bad at all. The the actual portion size is absolutely massive. So I usually go for 2 pie, 2 mash, but could have just done with 1 pie, 1 mash, to be honest with you. It's absolutely massive. Anyway, so we just come out of Greenwich Market, and this beautiful church in front of us, which I'm going to turn the camera around, is called the Church of St. Alfege. Now, Alfege was the Archbishop of Canterbury in 1954 to 1012, and there was a period where the Vikings still dominated pretty much of England, and Alfege was captured by the Vikings, and when he was captured there was demanding a ransom of £3,000. Alfege refused to help his captors in their demands, and famously he said that the gold I give you is the word of God. And this did not go down well with the Vikings, and so what they decided to do was to drink heavily, and they decided to bludgeon him to death with meat bones and the shafts from its axes. And Alfege was then canonised in 1078, and this church was constructed at the same time. And wonderful church, and I'll try and film bits of it as we walk through. So I've just popped into St. Alfred's church, and one thing I forgot to mention is that this was rebuilt in the 1700s by Nicholas Hawksmoor. Nicholas Hawksmoor was responsible for rebuilding Westminster Abbey, Spitalfield Christ Church, and he also built this in the 1700s. Incredible. So we're just coming to St. Alfred's Passage, cute little shop on the corner, possibly a tea room, I'm not too sure, nectar tea, and that's what I love about Greenwich. It has all passageways and stuff around here. Well, next to the passageway we were just looking at, St. Alfred's Passage, just come across this building here called the Earl Grey. Now it's possibly either a tea shop it used to be or a pub, but I have to double check with that. Also, not really too sure what that sign means on the corner there. We'll have to have a look at that. So we're just going to be coming up to 2 fascinating stops. We've got the Greenwich Library, which I'll turn the camera over in a second, and then we've got one of the oldest train stations in London, Greenwich train station. So in front of us here we have Greenwich Library, and this library actually dates back from 1907. Now, this was actually funded by Andrew Carnegie, and Carnegie was a son of a brewer. Sorry, not a son of a brewer, a son of a weaver who left Scotland for America when he was 12 years old. And Carnegie later became a steel magnate and one of the richest men in the world. And but he never forgot his homeland, because a lot of money he put into the library, and this was a receipt of his philanthropy, and that's Greenwich Library. So here in front of us we have Greenwich Library, and this dates back from 1907. So there's we're just coming up to the next stop, which is Greenwich Station, and which is London's oldest station, along with London Bridge Station, because in 1836 a line was set up over a viaduct which had a number of arches that went over it, and which still some survive today. But before I show you the station, I'm just going to show you this interesting building to our left hand side, which is this one here. I believe these are alms houses, ALMS houses, and these are charitable houses set up, I believe, from Queen Elizabeth I, and yeah, so these are like set up for the poor communities, and as I say, yeah, charitable houses. So there you go. and just have a look, see if there's anything along here. Yeah, Elizabeth College Private. Okay, interesting. Now we're just gonna turn the camera around once again, because in front of us is Greenwich Station, and this is it here. Greenwich train station. Say 1836 this station was built, connecting London Bridge Station to Greenwich. It was the line was set out, and it was over a huge viaduct which comprised about 900 arches, which some can be seen today. But yeah, let's have a quick look inside. So old it is in here. Yeah, so these are like our, yeah, so one of the oldest train stop in London. So my wife Laura, who's with me, she just pointed out this shop, and it's called the Junk Shop, and we're just going to have a look inside. She told me to have a look inside, and it is literally junk. I think my dad could open up one of these shops. Wow. Unbelievable. How cool is this? It's fascinating. Look at all these trains. Wow. Guys, you've got to be careful. And wow, look at this. Come on kids, let's go. How cool is that? Okay, so the next stop we're going to be going to is a street called Royal Hill, and I mean, a lot of the people that come to Greenwich will stick around where the museums are, Cutty Sark, and also Greenwich Market, where we've been at the beginning. But not really many people venture around here, so that's why I wanted to show you around this specific area of Greenwich. And we're going to be going along Royal Hill next, which has some fascinating houses, some 19th and also 18th century housing. So yeah, let's go. So we're just going to be turning to Royal Hill now. You can see behind me a beautiful blossom tree there. But one building that's on the corner of Royal Hill is this one here in front of us, known as the Meridian Clock Tower. There's a prominent landmark in this area. I just want to see what this plaque says at the top here. Let's have a look. We'll zoom in. So it says, Metropolitan Borough of Greenwich, this stone was laid before His Worship, the Mayor Councillor H.H. Gibbons, on the 18th day of June 1938. Interesting. I love the mosaic roof there as well as you go up the stairs. That's fascinating. And here we are, Royal Hill. And as I say, I'm going to show you a few houses that are quite important. Got a lot of history down this ferry road. And after this, we're going to head into the park, Greenwich Park. So we're just going along Royal Hill, and it certainly does feel totally different from the rest of London. It really doesn't feel like you're in London at all, actually. It's just these beautiful townhouse roads, and yeah, a lot going on. But I'm just going to show you number 80 on Royal Hill right now. There's this building here, and this was actually built in the 1830s, this building. And look at them arch windows there. Incredible, you don't really see them about. As we walk along. Prince of Greenwich pub. Interesting facade there to the building. And next to that pub, it's kind of like two buildings. Yeah, like two buildings. Now the second half of the building, which is to the right, the lower part of it, is the smaller part of it, and it used to be a Masonic centre. Also, during the First World War, it used to be an ammunition centre. But today it's known as the Greenwich Natural Health Centre, and incredible. So much history around here. And we're going to continue walking down Royal Hill. I love these old street signs on the corner as well. Royal Place. Hopefully you guys can see that. Get closer to it. I'm going to zoom in. Now we're just on Gloucester Circus, and this circus was, or circle, because circus does also mean circle, and this was built by a guy called Michael Sells in 1791, and when he built this, he only managed to finish off one side of it, which is these houses here from 1791. Now these houses are worth several million, and but the other side, which you can see, is some houses as well. The other side was completed in the 1960s, and as you can imagine, the valuation of them are far less. It's quite incredible. It's like a street of two halves. And yeah, this is Gloucester Circus, just off of Royal Hill. Yes, so where we're going to be heading next is where Greenwich Park is, and we've got some interesting stuff to show you around there. Okay, so we're in Greenwich Park at the moment, and we're just going uphill, quite a steep hill, so excuse me if I'm a bit out of breath. And we're heading to where the Royal Observatory is. And the Royal Observatory was founded in 1675 during the reign of King Charles II, and it was one of the first custom-built scientific buildings in the country. Well, I've just made it at the top of the Royal Observatory here. Excuse me if I'm a bit out of breath, but it was quite a big hill to get here. And yeah, so this is the Royal Observatory, founded in 1675 during the reign of King Charles II, and this gives a good reminder of how much innovation was regarding architectural and also scientific innovation around that time. And I'm going to be turning the camera around in a second because I want to be talking about something known as the Prime Meridian line. And this basically marks Greenwich as the centre at 0 degrees. And then if you was looking in the direction of Washington in the USA, that's at around 75 degrees to the west. Whereas if you was looking in the direction of Jerusalem, you'd be looking to the east longitude, and that'd be at 35 degrees. And I'll just turn around the camera now and show you the line that's in front of me. So when this forecourt's open, people will literally stand 1 foot on one side and 1 foot on the other side of this line, and it will feel like that they're standing on both sides of the hemisphere. And it's quite an iconic shot, and that's also the Royal Observatory in the background there. But I just thought I'd leave you with this, as this is the view I'm seeing at the end of this this journey. Right, so we're just leaving Greenwich Park now. We're going to be heading back to the foot tunnel, And thanks for joining me today. And someone wants to say bye to you all. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Buddy wires, everyone. Buddy wires.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, if you could press the like and subscribe button below, I'll be extremely grateful. Thanks for watching.